It's in the game.
Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, checking in with Georgia Tech's head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Got his man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but
makes a grab and room to run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he's
he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Hosley. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The 9th play is 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Grimes. Moving out to the right. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. You've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
On the run, it's Martin. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Martin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Martin. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Quick completion on the out. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls it in. It's Lyons. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have him staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Puts it out of the air. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. A designed run for the quarterback. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And the Yellow Jackets line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Looking to pass, it's Grimes. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, you've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Hauls it in at the 40. He's going to get loose. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Working on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. The snap sets up the throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
And he's not going to take the touchback. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. That return man thinking, guys, do not mess this up. I put it on the doorstep for you. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hosley. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Now, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Casper. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the 1st down marker, but now sets up a 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Bachmeier. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense. You've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. The short hands, it's Casper. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on fourth down.
Running inside. It's Hosley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to the ground with the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. A run inside. It's Hosley. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take